Hi, Loz.
Hey Nat, how are you?
Good. All the Glance boys.
Here they come.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
Hey.
what's up?
Hello. Wow.
Hey.
Wow,
Look,
wow, wow, wow.
well, Lauren,
Oh
I
my
love your
God.
shirt.
Thanks.
Hi, Jan. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
We got London,
Hey.
Whoa.
Beijing. Hey Ed.
Strange.
Hi, Ed.
Hey everyone. Hey.
Adam, your hair.
I know.
Whoa.
Love it.
I
When
know,
you get
guys.
is a haircut on the horizon or what?
No, it's not because Rita guilts me. If I have short hair, she doesn't talk to me. It's like I'm not her grandchild anymore, and it's a horrible feeling.
Wait, Does,
I love
does
it.
she
Keep
sound
it
like
long.
does she sound like this, Adam? Does she go, "Oh, Adam, I really wish you would keep your hair long like that."
That's scary, Josh. That's exactly. In fact, you're triggering me, Josh. You better stop.
Oh, Adam, your hair is so good. Why do you cut it? Bill!
Guys, it's so good to see everyone. It's been way too long. And I think we're all here. I think all the grandchildren are here, so we can get started.
No, guys, should we wait for Mara?
Mada's not coming. She's not a grandchild.
Isn't she?
No one really knows.
Guys, okay, the reason that we're all here on this Zoom call is because I thought that we could all get together to plan a skit for Rita and Bill's anniversary.
Great idea.
Great idea, Daniel. That's why Daniel's the most organized one, Jake.
So what should we do? What should be our idea?
Well, I reckon we all have amazing memories of Nana and Zeta that we could share. I reckon they'd love that.
Amazing. I completely agree. And Lauren, I think you should go first.
Oh,
Yeah, I double dog dare you to go first.
okay.
Was
Go, Loz.
Okay. I think one of my favorite memories that always comes to mind of Nana and Zeta is playing a crocodile aura with them. So I don't know how old I was when this started, but it's happened over many years of my life. But where it started originally it was either over breakfast at Laurent or maybe in Thailand on one of the holidays. I turned to Zeta and I asked if he wanted to play a game. He said yes. So then we went off, we joined hands like this. Do you guys know the game, a crocodile aura?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, how the hell do you end up playing that with them?
I don't know. And then we just went up. A crocodile aura, crack, 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 decimo, chico, 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 cha. Anyway, Nana started pissing herself and then she laughed so much she pissed her pants. And so to this day, all I have to do is go for Zeta's hand, do a little thumb like this, and Nana starts to literally convulse and she's like, no, stop, I'm going to pish. And so I love that memory.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why? What made her piss her pants? What was so funny about it?
I don't know, just witnessing Zeta do something like that with me, and I don't know what it was.
Maybe they had a whole crocodile aura thing like before you came into the picture, Lauren. Like maybe it was like Zeta used to do it to Nana when they used to go to the movies together.
Yeah. That could be it too. And so I guess, yeah, that's one of my favorite memories, just how much fun you can have with Nana and Zeta, how cute they are. And then there's, of course, the memories of having sleepovers and midnight snacks and Nana's elaborate storytelling where she'd get you flying on a magic carpet and the slide.
And also piss her pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, is Nana pissing her pants in everyone's story?
A bit of thing. I'm happy to go next, Loz. That's a gorgeous memory. Mine also has Rita laughing very hard, but one of the nicest things that I think we can all remember was the trips to Sydney that we all took when we were 10 years old that Nana and Zeta would take us on. And I was able to go on 2. I went with Loz, and then I went with Dan when I was 10. And we had so many things happen on that trip that we still laugh about to this day. And obviously, you know, they take us to Sydney, they spoil us, they take us shopping. And there were so many things that happened that Bill still to this day cannot talk about. He gets so angry about, and Dan will remember this, but we had, you know, they take us to the fanciest hotels, which obviously is 10, we don't realize. And we're sitting at breakfast, and Bill goes and gets his normal fruit and his muesli. And he comes back and he accidentally pours milk on his fruit, thinking it was cereal because it had muesli on top. Nana thought this was the funniest thing she had ever seen. Then Dan and I start pissing ourselves as well. We are all in this very fancy hotel in the middle of breakfast, laughing hysterically. Bill was furious. He could not shake the look off his face, and Nana just continued to laugh and laugh and laugh, and I'm pretty sure she pissed her pants. So a common thread in the story. One other very funny thing that happened on that trip was we decided to do a washing, as you would do on a trip, washed our underwear, hung it out on the balcony. The next morning we came out, we couldn't see our underwear. We had no idea where it went. We looked, we couldn't find it. All of a sudden we noticed on all the roofs across Sydney next to our hotel were all our underwear that had blown off the balcony onto other people's roofs, which again, we, the 3 of us, found hysterical. Bill did not find so funny. But in the end, you know, I know he always enjoyed these trips. We always had so much fun. And, you know, it's something that I would love to continue as a tradition with my kids, but it was such a big memory for us growing up.
So nice.
Yeah, I remember that so well. I remember it so well. I can go next. So mine's a slightly different memory in that I don't think Rita pissed her pants in this memory.
She probably still did.
She may have, yeah. She may have. So when I was like 19, I lived with Rita and Bill for, it was around 6 months. And at the time, I don't know if you guys remember this, but at the time, Bill and Rita, they had one key that they could use to get from outside their building through the front door, up the lift, and into their front door. Only one key. And, you know, it was a real luxury. And because I was living there, I had one of those keys. And the key that I had, I lost it. Right? I lost the key. And there's a bit of a story around I thought I found the person who had the key, and then they said that they were going to send the key to Bill and Rita's, and then it ended up not arriving. Anyway, I managed to keep the whole thing under wraps until I knew that it was definitely lost. And I still remember I when it was lost, I went into Bill was at his study, and I went in and I told him that, you know, I'm really sorry, but I've lost the key. And Bill went white. He literally went white. Right?
I would have been so scared to tell him.
Pretty much as the words were coming out of my mouth, he was picking up the phone to call the locksmith, right? Like literally as I was saying the words. And the next day, all the locks changed. Right? And now, they need 3 keys to get from outside their building to inside. They've got the one for the door, the one for the lift, and it's. So, you know, it's not something that I'm necessarily proud of, but I've always remembered that moment of telling Bill and then telling Bill and Rita together. And even though they both may have been really angry, neither of them really expressed to me that they were angry. And all I can think of is that, you know, I guess they just didn't want me to feel worse, which is such a nice thing. And also, you know, I think it's a testament to both of them, you know, just not sweating the small stuff, which is something I've taken from that memory and hope to kind of, I don't know, just always remind myself to do whenever I find that I am sweating the small stuff. That's mine.
That's really nice.
It's also that their grandchildren can do no wrong in their eyes, I think, except touch the TV. But anyway.
That's nice. Yeah, a lot of my memories revolve around St. George's Road and all the fun that we all used to have in St. George's Road. I've got memories of driving my toy red and yellow car down the length of the backyard and Nana feeding me apples for every lap that I did. I've got memories of watching Disney movies upstairs with all of us. So much of our time was spent in that house all together having fun. So I've got those memories, and then also nothing too eventful, but so much of my time with Bill and Rita is spent talking. Nana is such a talker, and so am I. And Bill, is such a listener, and we would often sit around at the dinner table or the breakfast table and talk about life. So often would I just sit with them and shoot the shit. And a lot of my memories are philosophizing about life and love and family. And I've always had that bond with them. And that's a very special bond that I have. If I need to talk, I know Nana and Zeta are there to listen.
Nice one, Josh.
That's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. When I actually found it so hard to think about a core memory for them both, because I'm sure all of you guys, we've got so many incredible memories. And so I was kind of thinking about just the feeling that they give me is it's like a feeling like a safety net, and that all these memories just resonate or create a sense of comfort and belonging. Or whether it's the memories are coming from being at Laurent on our ritual Saturday mornings, having the crunchy bread with the avocado, the cheese, tomato. Zeta Bill, delicately putting his whole sandwich together, and just as he takes a bite, it all drops down and falls on his jacket, and then he says, fuck it. Or, it's like when Yelena and I and Rafi first came to Australia after Berlin, Rafi was just 1 year old, and we lived around the corner from Rita and Bill, and so literally every day we'd go for walks with Nana and Zeta, and I have this really beautiful, strong memory of Nana and Zeta swinging Rafi. They're holding his little hands and just swinging him, and that's kind of left this really strong, indelible mark on me. I often think about, because I resonate with both of them in different ways. For me and Nana, I feel like it's really about it's her creativity, my creativity that really bond us together. And a really strong memory I have around that is that when I was about 6 years old in St. George's Road, we spent a few hours just drawing an amusement and a piece of paper. And we made sure to cover every single millimeter of that piece of paper with either people or amusement rides. And, it's one of the strongest memories I have of us doing something creative together. And it's funny, when I think about Zeta Bill, I have a really strong memory of him playing tennis at St. George's Road with his friends. And he's going for an overarm serve, and I think it was the last overarm serve he ever went for, because after that serve he screamed "Oh fuck, I've done my shoulder," and then it was from there on out he was doing underarm serves. But he's always so conscious about his health, and so that's a really strong memory for me, and something that I aspire to. So I think that when I think about core memories for them, it's a combination of all these small moments that come together, and it's a tapestry of laughter and creativity and strength and love and it, you know, I feel like it holds me up a lot, and I think it holds up the whole family a lot. So I guess that's from my perspective.
That's so true. That's a good one, Mike.
So nice.
Mike. When I was thinking about the memories of Rita and Bill, I could not think about all like the incredible holidays that I think all of us have grown up going on. And I think we're all very lucky to have so many memories of us going to beach resorts together and like spending, you know, Christmas and January together. And when I was thinking about them, one that really stood out for me was there was this time that we all, as a family, went together on a 14-day cruise. And I was unfortunately a tad too young to hang out with the other cousins at this point, as they were kind of drinking and kind of going to the clubs on the ship. And I was actually very graciously adopted by Rita and Bill as their honorary third wheel for the 2 weeks, in which I would play gin rummy with Rita and Bill. I would eat lunch with them. And then after dinner, I remember when all the cousins would go to the ship disco, Rita and Bill invited me to join them for bingo night on the ship. And those were the best nights of my life. We won every single time. We were an incredible force, me, Rita, and Bill playing bingo with a bunch of other plus 60-year-olds on the ship. And I remember just having so much fun with them that it didn't even matter that I couldn't like really hang out with the other cousins at that point, because Rita and Bill would always make time for their grandchildren no matter the circumstances. And I think that like we can all agree that you always felt as though spending time with Rita and Bill would provide them with so much happiness, and you really felt that as a grandchild. So I think it's just really beautiful that you guys can make us feel so loved and wanted. And it never felt like we were, you know, spending too much time, or it never felt like we were taking up too much space. We always knew that being around them would make them so happy, which then made us so happy as well.
Yeah.
That's so
That's right. Guys, I think I'm last. Am I?
lucky.
Yeah.
Last. Okay. So for me, I don't think there's any one memory that really sticks in my mind. There's just so many. So I want to take a second to appreciate just some of their little lovable quirks. So I have this memory of Zeta. One time when I was maybe 18, I was driving him somewhere, or maybe I was 19, I was driving him somewhere in my car, and I was really into Led Zeppelin at this point in time. So I put on a Led Zeppelin song for him because I want to show him some of the music I'm into. It's a song called Achilles' Last Stand. And, you know, Led Zeppelin is very serious music, but Zeta, he found it the funniest thing in the world. And to this day, he still loves to impersonate Robert Plant singing. He does it in the most hilarious way where he just goes, That's
where it came from.
Yeah, neither.
That's where it comes from. It's a song called Achilles' Last Stand. Very serious music. He finds it the funniest thing in the world. I don't think he's taken me very seriously since this point in time, but this is one that stands out with Zeta. One that stands out with Rita is more recent. Since moving to Europe, there's no one that I speak on the phone to more than Nana Rita. And, you know, we have great conversations. I think it's just so nice. She seems to love to have that kind of strong, constant connection with all of us. But something that I think cracks me up, and I've never wanted to tell her because I don't want her to stop doing this. But something that just really cracks me up is the way, so every time we have a call, she insists on video. The video is something that's a must. You can never just have a phone call. But then the video goes on, and from the very first second, you don't see Rita's face. All you see, that's it. All you see is a close-up of the chin. So something, firstly, that I've come to like really appreciate is Rita has very, very good teeth, because I see a close-up pretty much every single time we speak. For a woman of her age, her teeth are fantastic. But I just find it very, very funny that this is, these are just some of the little quirks that, you know, when I think of Rita and Bill, these are some of the little quirks that come to mind.
That's very
Shout out to South Yarra Dental Group for doing good work.
Totally.
That's a good one. Really, or good ones, should I say? I think it's amazing that you know, I just have a feeling that with we've really only touched the tip of the iceberg as far as the memories that we all have, collectively as a group with each other, but with Nana and Zeta individually and as a family. And I think Nana, Zeta, I think we your grandchildren, we count ourselves very, very lucky that we've been able to, accumulate so many really treasured memories with each of you individually, but also both of you together. And I think we can all agree that, you really are the heart and soul of our wonderful and crazy family.
Thanks, Dan. And following to that, to that point, you were also proof points that things only get better with age. Nana and Zeta, the way you laugh together, support each other, and make the family feel so loved is something we all admire.
And I think, through all the laughs and the little spats and those moments that we all end up crying with laughter or pushing our pants, as the case may be, you've shown us that love really does conquer all and that family always does come first.
Yeah, Nana and Zeta, I've never met two people who know how to enjoy life like you two do. Through all the ups and downs, you've always stuck together and you still manage to make everyone laugh and feel so special.
You've created such a beautiful family. We're all so lucky to be part of it. Thanks for setting the bar so high for the rest of us, Nana and Zeta.
So, I guess here's to 70 years of making memories, sharing love, and somehow always keeping it together.
We love you so much more than you'll ever know. Happy anniversary.
Happy
We love you.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Anniversary.